What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Power of I Am. I am Eric. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. Claim it. All right, know what we haven't had in a long time? One of those videos where I just sit down, take a sip, and just talk about whatever comes to mind. Could be all over the place, could be focused, could be a whole bunch of shit, right? But one thing I do know, I'm gonna make fucking sense. All right, but first, if anyone wants to work with me, the link is in the description. If anyone wants to join the membership channel, where you have access to the weekly live streams, where I answer any question you have for me, the link is also in the description. All right, what I want to talk about today is about realizing, understanding everything is a choice. And I mean everything. 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 Everything is a choice. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a wise guy. Well, what do you mean? I didn't choose what's happening to me. You are aware of it at some point. But right now, in this now moment, which is all that exists, you can choose what's true. You can choose how you view things. You can choose who you are. You can choose what things mean. There is no one that has a gun to your head that's making you choose things against you. Instant observation mode. The I am. When the old awareness strikes, and quick shout out to those who say, it doesn't have to be a fight. There is always an old awareness you will overcome. Whoever says that is not so bright. There is always an old awareness you overcome. Everything outside of you right now, ask yourself, how old am I? 30? Okay. Everything outside of you right now is 30 fucking years of what you've accepted as true. Collective beliefs you accepted as true. Truths about yourself. Truths about your circumstances. Truths about your fucking life. When you decide new, when you try to quote unquote manifest something new, which we've been doing our whole lives anyway, it wasn't until we became aware manifestation is an actual thing where the monkey brain got involved and complicated everything, let the left hand knew what the right hand was doing, and things went to shit, right? But anyway, everything's out there is what you already decided is true. So what we're doing is we're deciding something's new right now, because if you understand the concept of time, only now exists, no past, no future. So what we're actually doing in manifestation is simply deciding what's true right now, what we have, and who we are. Reality gives you who you are, not what you want. So if you want something, you got to be the person who has it. So reality can manifest you, right? Can materialize you, right? Okay. So I think the sprinklers might come on. It might get wet out here, but I don't give a fuck. One take. All right. So that being said, the only thing you need to overcome then, after deciding what's true now, is the 30 years of what you used to believe in, right? Because in here is unmaterialized cause. Outside is materialized effect. You can't change an effect with an effect. So a big problem is people think we're doing something to change out there. You're never changing anything out there. You're simply becoming aware of what already is unseen in order to make it seen. So if you, for example, are someone who just never had success with love, always got treated like shit, ghosted, not chosen, cheated on, whatever, you mean to tell me, person who says it doesn't have to be a fight, that won't be, that you won't see the opposite, that the old awareness is just going to be like, here you go. There's always an old awareness. Now, if you're manifesting, I don't know, a book, a photo shoot, a video game, uh, maybe a random check, or whatever. Those things can come, yes. But you want something to be sustainable, if you want a complete life turnaround, if you want something to be normal in your life, you have to remain the same in the face of your old reflection. A lot of the greats talked about old reflections. The old you. I don't know, like Christ, maybe? Even Neville. I'm not even a big Neville guy. Even Neville, even Joseph Murphy, even Carl Jung. So again, I follow scripture. I don't follow randos. There doesn't have to be. There is no old you. Okay. The people who say there is no old you will disappear when you tell them what's happening in your life before your eyes after you just repeated something a million times. What do I do? Ignore it. Not knowing ignoring implies truth. You ignore something when you see truth in it. Oh my God, I can't look. I see truth in it. Instead of just looking it in the face, actually, I'm the one with dominion. It's not this way. That's not who I am anymore. This is who I am. This is what I have. A choice. Speaking of choice, back to what I first said. Again, I said there could be tangents. How to immediately step into observer mode. You want to know how to do it, guys? I'll tell you. We don't hide anything on this channel. Even Jim Carrey let this secret out a while ago. Everything's for free on here. You want to work with me, you work with me. How to step into observer. Let me tell you, it's that simple. So, I hear it every day. I hear it from text members. I hear it in the comments, see it in the comments, I should say. Even some people I talk to in my daily life. Today I just feel so anxious. I'm having anxiety. I keep hearing these thoughts that aren't mine. Like, I don't like it. Like, these intrusive thoughts are coming at me. Ask yourself, who is aware that you are anxious? Who is aware that these intrusive thoughts are there? And who is aware of what those intrusive thoughts mean to you? Because you gave them a meaning. Who is aware of it? The answer is always, I am. Right? Even the wise guy answers have to say that. Oh, I am, bro. Of course, it's me. Okay. So if you are aware of it as awareness, I am is aware of it, right? So the fact that you are aware is perceiving something to be there, a fact, perceiving something to be there. That's awareness. So if you are aware that you are experiencing that, then you're separate from it. The intrusive thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the circumstances, the meaning you give, you're separate from it. In fact, you're choosing to be aware of it. And if you're choosing, guess what? You have the ability to choose something else. Because, like, that's a choice. So is choosing something else. So imagine this. I wake up, I'm feeling anxious. I hear intrusive thoughts. I'm giving it some meaning. I just can't stay in the state. Just can't stay who I am. What if all of those conditions were still present and I still just said, yeah, that's not me anymore. I don't care how I feel. I'm not that. I don't care, if I feel anxious, I am not that. I don't care if I feel depressed. I am not depressed. I actually am this. I don't care if I feel this. I still am this. I still have this. You want to know why? Because if your desired reality was already materialized, if it was already made manifest, and you woke up one day feeling tired or anxious or heard negative thoughts in your head, does that mean it all goes away? Like instant evaporation? It's gone now. It's gone. It's gone. John, it's gone. I woke up tired and my whole business disappeared. I woke up tired and my SP disappeared. Where'd they go? You guys really got to think what's going on in your mind sometimes, right? It's always a choice. Well, who is aware that because this person ignored me today, that means they're not into me? Who is aware of that situation and who is aware of that meaning? I am. Oh, so you're the observer again, observing yourself, giving yourself that meaning, that situation for you. And because you chose to perceive it as the I am, as all that is, you give everything the meaning that gets mirrored back, then that's the meaning that has to get mirrored back. But what if they were ignoring you because they were so infatuated by you, you made them nervous and they're trying to figure themselves out? But you just choose to give the bad meaning all the time. You choose to identify with the worst, and then you complain why you get that mirrored back to you. Everything's a choice. Absolutely everything's a choice. Everything's a choice, Eric? Really? Yeah, really. Absolutely everything is a choice. When you decide something, whatever you experience should never, and I mean fucking ever, derail you. Because then you're choosing to agree with it. It's as simple as that, guys. There's no sugarcoating. It's that simple in life. You've done this your entire life. You gave meanings to everything your entire life. Maybe you inherited them. Maybe you just accepted them. Oh, it's just the way it is, yeah. That's another thing, guys. That's another thing, guys. Noah, you might get sprinklered on, buddy. Anyway, one thing I always hear, tangent, one thing I always hear, how do I trust? How do I know what's inside of me is real? How do I trust? So the biggest part of this game is trusting self, like the time traveler perspective. Like if I go in here and I see it done, I basically looked through the eyes of God himself to see it done. And now I'm back here in the middle. So if I truly believed and trusted in it, then if I know how the game ends, why would I care about the middle? If I know I end up with a pregnant woman, a pregnant wife, a pregnant dream girl, why would I care if she tells me to fuck off on a Tuesday? Like my life is over. If I knew how that end, I'd be indifferent. I'd have a quiet confidence. I would be still. Be still and know. I would be still. I'd remain the same no matter what. Whether if it was a fuck off or whether she gave me a massage. I'd be like, of course she gave me a massage. It's normal. And then she told me to fuck off. Oh, that's cute. She's so in love. You see how I stayed the same no matter what in my stillness? So the outside couldn't move me. So if the outside can't move me, that means it can't control my reality because my reality is based on who I am being. And since I'm remaining the same person, reality will continue to materialize who I am being no matter what is shown to me because I'm not being moved by it. Therefore, everything becomes normal. Just like I normalize, nothing works out for me. Just like I normalize, I never have enough money because whether I didn't have money, I still complained about it. And then when money came in, I said, too good to be true. Something's got to give. There's got to be a catch. And I stayed the same for that. So therefore, reality kept showing me no money was normal. Or when I met a dream guy or a dream woman, I said, they're too good to be true. Perfection's in front of me, but I'm choosing failure. And then when failure's in front of me, what else is new, bro? Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. Anyway, trusting self. How do I trust myself? How many things have you just trusted, aka blind faith? Blind faith in your end result as if it's here now. All points of existence are here now. We simply need to be in the conscious mind of the version of us that's already experiencing it and give things to ourselves or claim it now as if it's happening now with no expectation of waiting because there's no such thing as waiting. There's no need to fix ourselves. We're brand new every second. We are just it now. But we can't trust in that. We can trust whatever Fox News and CNN tells us. Oh, what they say? Okay, that's true. Fuck. Damn it. Let me hate my neighbor now. Ah, damn it. Let me hate that guy on TV because this guy said so. Oh, fuck it. I have blind faith in that. Oh, the guy in the white cloak said I should take this medication. Okay, no problem. I have no idea what this is. I'm just going to put it in my body because he says it's going to help me. It's not going to cure me, but it's going to help me. But the side effects are longer than the problem that I'm actually treating, but I trust it. Oh, you think my dog needs this because he has a kidney issue? I trust you. Let me give him food with more chemicals in it to kill him, but no problem. I trust in that. I trust in that. No big deal. Because someone taught you something and you believed what they taught you. And then whoever taught them believed what that person taught them. Where did it begin? There's no logic to this shit, guys. Where's the wise guys? Well, they went to school. Oh, they went to school. So you have blind faith in everything the school taught you. Ah. I don't think human anymore, guys. I don't. Blind faith in almost everything. Blind faith in religion, too. I'll go there. Blind faith in religion. Which is funny. The religion you usually have blind faith in, you still don't really have faith in it. Because the message being sent in the book, which is one of the books I read, there's no faith in it. Believed you received it, it is done. Half the world prays incorrectly. Please, please, God. No, you are God. It's true now. It even says how to pray. It says everything's internal. No one's listening. But anyway, that's a different story for a different rabbit hole. Dislike, this is ridiculous. What else you guys have blind faith in besides yourselves? This is all love, guys. I'm not saying this is all of you. I'm just pointing out how much trust you have in other shit besides you. Blind faith. The weatherman be like, it's definitely torrential downpouring tomorrow. Took his word for it. How many times are they wrong? Take your own word. How can reality keep its word to you if you don't keep your word to yourself when it's a reflection of you? It's a choice. Everything is a choice. I am. Instant observer. Who's aware of that? I am. Who's aware it's hard? I am. Well, who decided you feel like you're stuck? I did. Well, who decided it feels that way? Who gave the meaning to the feeling? Again, I told my members this. To those that know vampires, feelings, intrusive feelings and emotions are like vampires. And vampires knock on your front door. They can't go in and suck your blood and consume you unless you give them the invite. Come on in. Then they can consume you. That's what an intrusive thought and emotion is. They are powerless against you. You can feel them all you want, but they can't do anything to you unless you agree with them, invite them in, allow them to consume you. I'm depressed. I feel like shit. 3A. This means this. I can't do this anymore. This means I don't have what I say I have. This means I'm not who I say I am because I feel this. It's a choice. You ask yourself, who is aware of what the fuck I am saying? I am. Okay, so that means I can choose. I can choose. That is not me. That's that simple. Well, how do I stop believing? Say you don't believe in that shit anymore. Say that's not you. I'm not this person, so therefore I'm this new person who doesn't have these emotional things or conditions or circumstances. So therefore you can't give your power of awareness to them, which is choosing them, analyzing them, dissecting them. Right? I can't let the old awareness be like, hey, maybe we should do something different because everything's the same still. Maybe you should affirm more, meditate more. Well, if you're thinking those things, who's aware you're thinking those things? I am. So that means you're not the version who has it, because would they be thinking that? Trick of the old. You don't adjust to the outside. The outside adjusts to you. Again, you stay the same no matter fucking what. Stay the same. Stay the same. Because reality reflects you. You stayed the same and made bullshit normal. Now make greatness normal. That's it. By the way, guys, if the water sprinklers come on, be a brief pause. Get my boy inside. But anyway, Now let's talk about part one. I want to make a little series of my 4 principles of identity. When all 4 are running, chef's kiss, right? Chef's kiss like that dream woman, or chef's kiss like that dream guy, right? It's flowing. This is how you do it. Self-concept, how you see yourself. How you see yourself, the world sees you that way. Concept of self, which is how you as an identity experience life, different areas of life, love, money, success, anything. Number 3, who are you? What do you have? Your end result, basically. And then 4, how are you perceiving the 3D reality? When all 4 things are in alignment, chef's kiss. Let's talk about number 1, self-concept. This is the one that gets people mad. This is ridiculous. This is narcissism. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's what it is. But anyway, we all have our own experiences, right? My father's house has many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. I and you and me. Believed you received it, it is yours. It doesn't say believed you received it unless Carlos wants it. Then I can't help you. No, it just says you believed you received it and it is yours. You don't have to believe it. You could just claim it, know it, know it's more powerful. Knowing is the most powerful thing. Conviction is knowing, by the way. Also, another Bible verse. When I was shapeless and formless, I saw all possibilities you had already written for me before I was one of them. Oh, so that must mean there's infinite versions of me, right? There's infinite versions of me. Where is the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is within you. That will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, where's heaven? In here? Oh, so out there is what's in here. So if we all can experience anything we want, there's infinite versions of us. That means there must be 8 billion people in this world, 8 billion kingdoms of heaven, 8 billion experiences, 8 billion worlds of perception, awareness, sharing one divine mind. I am. So if we have our own experience, you're damn right no one's better than me, no one compares to me. Because I spent years before who I am today talking to the highest idea of shit made manifest about myself. So you damn sure right I'm going to be fucking Bruce Wayne. I'm going to be the fucking man. I'm going to be statuesque. No one's going to be better than me. No one compares to me. Because why the fuck not? The people who don't understand how reality works get upset. Oh no. Oh no. This is ridiculous. Well, proof's in the pudding. My life is pretty fucking great. If your reality is the same, maybe you should pay attention. I mean, I'm sure you do anyway. So you're damn right. All of you are gods. All of you are goddesses. Everyone watching, no one's better than you. You're the best at everything you fucking do. Period. Your perfection, your love itself. Period. You're all that is. And as all that is, as I am, as the observer of us, we get to experience anything we want. It's that simple. I'm not telling you to go up to people and say it to their face. This is all inner talk, either by yourself or silently. And you have fun with it. When you have fun with it, you're being as the children to enter the kingdom of heaven, like the Bible says. You're having fun with it and you give no fucks on what anyone thinks. Because when kids use their imagination, they don't care what anyone thinks. They're just that, right? They're just that. That's my villain mindset. I am this and I don't care what anyone thinks because people can only think what I think anyway. They're just a reflection of me and what I say about myself. And what I say about myself, people agree. Number 1. So if you feel like you're not good enough, reality will prove it to you, whether they'll say it or they'll show it with their behavior in infinite ways. If you're not chosen, it speaks for itself. Career, job, love. And here's another thing, guys. Stop saying, I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. Well, who's aware there's something to wonder? I am. Who decides what everything means? I do. I am does. So every time you wonder something, ask, how is reality that mirrors me going to portray that back to me? Oh, I know. It's absence of what I want. The implication of that question. Who's asking that question? Oh, the person who doesn't have it because they don't know it. It implies they don't have it. Reality only understands I have, I don't have, I am not. So instead of wondering, why don't you just say what it is? Why don't you just say what it is? Again, everything is a choice. Everyone watching this, you need to be so unbothered. You need to Speak about yourself in the highest regard. If you're applying for something, it's yours. There's no wondering. I wonder if there's other. No, they already chose you. You're only experiencing you. Why would you select failure before you even began? Why would you expect to lose before you even begin? You're just going to get what you choose. Again, failure is a choice. Failure is the awareness of itself. You chose to be aware of it before it was proven to you. That's how reality works. You need to prove who you are to yourself, and then reality can prove it to you. And a lot of you are already just expecting the failure, expecting what else is new, having these questions, thinking the outside defines you, which is the greatest sin of all. John 19:11, you have no power or authority over me unless given to you from above, the mind, internal. As above, so below, as within, so without. Therefore, the one that hands me my identity, my reality to you is guilty of the greatest sin. The greatest sin is not being punished for doing nonsense in a fire. It's not recognizing yourself, not knowing who you are, not knowing that you are the all, not knowing that everything comes from you, thinking that something outside of you is going to determine you, thinking that something outside of you has power over you. It does if you say it does. It does if you choose for it to. Why? Everything is a choice. I'm one with the all, but I feel like I need someone to tell me what my future is. And the funny thing is, depending on what they say, I'll probably shift out of that answer anyway. Now I'm back in the new now of the fear, worry, doubt. Fear, worry, doubt, all imaginal acts of thinking about an outcome you don't want only now exist. Outcomes don't because only now exists. So you can literally choose to give yourself what you want. Can you imagine? Instead of saying, how am I going to pay this next month doesn't exist. So every time you say, how am I going to pay this next month? The infinite only understands you don't have it now. But you mean to tell me I could just choose to say instead, it's paid for. I'm set for life. I'm taken care of. I always have more than enough. But that doesn't feel good, Eric. I feel delusional. There's no proof of either. So you just have faith in bullshit, not faith in what you wish to experience. Both require the same energy. Both require a choice. But one speaks the language of I don't have. To those that have, more is given. To those that don't have, what you have is taken away. You can only have what you already have. Anytime you express in any way, which way, shape, or form, I don't have, it's taken away from you. You literally remove all possibilities of abundance coming to you by choosing to be abundant of lack. Because lack, there's no such thing, but you could be abundant in it. It's always a choice. What do you put your trust in? You're trusting self in both ways, actually, just not what you want. And the funny thing is, guys, that natural thinking of expecting the worst, automatically drifting to worst case scenario, is that old awareness that some people say doesn't have to be. Even if you were to choose, like, I don't have to. My left hemisphere doesn't work. I don't have to put up a fight. Everything is easy. That is still something you need to overcome because you are currently sitting in a world that you are no longer of, like Christ's awareness says, I am in the world, but I am not of it. So when you decide something new, you trigger the old world. It's triggered by you. Remember, they hated me first. It's triggered by you. Remember, they hated me first. It's triggered by you. You're not triggered by it. Why would you be triggered by it? If you are who you say you are, again, it's a choice. You're forgetting who you are, guilty of the greatest sin. Whiskey's almost out. Video almost over. I think I'm done, guys. Everything's a choice. I taught you guys how to make something normal. Showed you guys how to make anything normal. Oh, I got it. Let me address this real quick. I think because a lot of people watch my videos in one ear, out the other, like their circumstances special, not realizing the more they put their awareness on it, the more they create it, the more they consume the dead, the more they bring the dead back to life, as Christ says in the Gospel of Thomas. Heaven is both inside and outside of you, but consume the outside, you bring it back to life. Why would you mix the old wine with the new wine? It's all there. Everything I say is backed up by that book, not by a rando. That's where I get my information from. That's how I changed my life. But anyway, someone will watch my videos and then they'll say, like, I know I'm not supposed to, but what if? What if my grades suck and I got to get this by this point? Well, who told you your grades suck? You're bringing the dead back to life. You're forgetting how reality works, as within, so without, cause and effect. There's literally nothing outside of you but your old 30 years of self. So why are you getting information from the wrong source when you are literally source? You're saying, I am source, but then you're getting it from the land of the dead. Christ says, why do you keep looking for the living amongst the dead? Where's the living? The internal is the living. The internal is the kingdom of heaven. I am the way, I am the truth. You are the truth. So why do you keep looking at the lie, at the illusion, to determine who you are? Why do you need a certain subscriber count to determine who you are, to determine you're good? Why do you need a certain amount of views to determine who you're good? When I had 2 views, I still spoke the same way. I still said, oh, cool, 100K view. I don't give a shit. I still spoke the same way. The problem is you allow the outside to determine you. You're getting information from the wrong place, and therefore it controls you. Now you need it to fulfill you, and then now that is your false god, and you suffer under it, because now you have to experience the 3D polarity. If that thing was to go away, you suffer. The key is to be whole, complete, fulfilled on your own, and not need the 3D. And if you understand what I say, you know that 3D can't validate, it can't confirm who you are being. So what are you looking for? And if there's nothing to look for, you are saying, I don't need it to reality, because I am the truth. I am the way. If I need proof, I remind myself. If I need to see it, I see it. If I need to hear it, I hear it. And when I perceive the world, I tell my eyes what they saw. I tell my ears what they heard. I don't need the 3D at all, because it can't offer me anything. It's a broken ATM machine that says no cash, out of order. And if that's the case, I honestly don't need it whatsoever. And I can function through life and be unmoved and be at peace, because I understand that is the old me of the past 30 years. And if it's the old me of the past 30 years, it can't offer me anything. So now I'm shouting to reality, I don't need, I am fulfilled, I am good with or without. And reality says back to me, hey, Eric, you have it. And then reality says, Eric, materialization. And because, Eric, you made it normal for you, you were okay to let money go. You were okay to receive it. You were in the same energies receiving as you are to let it go. That way money can keep flowing to you, keep flowing to you. Just like that girl, you're okay to let her go, and you're okay to have her. You love her the same way, either or. She keeps coming to you because you're in a state of not needing. And if you're in a state of not needing, you're always in a state of having it. And if you're always in a state of having, you're always in your desired fucking reality. All right, guys. I know you're having a great day, but just in case, I'll assume it to be great anyway.